Hi, I am Ned Kelly. Happy Earth Day 2014, April 22nd. I have a question for you, my liberty-minded friends, my anarchists. Is it time for us to give up capitalism? By us, I do mean us in the freedom movement, the liberty and anarchist movement. Is it time for us to give up the word, the semantics of capitalism, of trying to convince people that what we have now is not capitalism? We've basically lost that a long time ago. We still have pockets of it here and there. Is it time to give that up, just like we've kind of given up the word liberal? The word liberal, once upon a time, meant less government, more freedom, free trade, laissez-faire, and we don't go around trying to convince people that that's not liberalism. We have moved on because of popular consent of what most people think of when they hear that word. So maybe we'll use the word classical liberal. Is it time to do the same with the word capitalism? I don't know. I'm putting the question out there. My friend Robin Koerner wrote a great article recently, yesterday came out I think on benswan.com. The article is titled "Capitalism is Progressive and Should Go on the Offense." I believe that's the title. I will link to it. It's a great article and rich with the examples, and I actually agree with the strategy that rather than becoming defensive, we need to promote the morality and the practicality, the results of free trade, of the free market, and how much it's done to elevate people. It's done far more good than central control ever has. I agree with that. I'm simply questioning, is it time to give up the word capitalism? When most people hear, most non-liberty minded people hear the word capitalism, they think of corporatism, they think of the elite and their control and their influence, the banksters. We know that's not capitalism, but why do we spend most of a conversation trying to convince them, oh, that's what we have now is not capitalism, that's because of government control, because of corporatism? Maybe we ought to just move on to talking about what we do agree on, that we want freedom, we want fairness, we want equality under the rule of law. Maybe we just let that word capitalism go and move on. So in other words, the corporatism, the elite control, we know that is not capitalism. But let's not even worry about the word. Perhaps it's time to simply focus on what we agree on, the freedom, the fairness, the equality under the rule of law, which is only brought about through less regulation. That's the discussion we want to have. How do we get to this rather than what we have now? Let's not get caught up, unless you're talking to a close friend and you have plenty of time and you want to philosophize. Sure, let's debate the semantics of that C word itself. Otherwise, let's just shift the conversation. Let's talk about this. That's what we want to talk about. And how do we get more of this, of the freedom, of the good for everybody? Is it through more regulation? Is it through more control and influence from the FDA, or is it not? That's where we can ask. Well, did you know the FDA is run by Monsanto, lawyers and employees in and out? That's the discussion we want to have. So, is it time to give up capitalism? Something to think about, food for thought. Give it, what do you think? Let me know. Peace and freedom and prosperity, my friends. Thank you.